What is going on, guys? My name is Desi and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. In this video I'm going to be going over with you guys my top 5 tips on how to win in Clash Royale, because I know this game gets frustrating for everybody. But before we do that, let's jump into these chests that I have sitting here. Let's start from the free chests. We got some gold, Barbarian Height, Bomber, come on, give us something good, come on game, Goblin Height, Barbarians, silver chest, okie dokie, crown chest, come on, it's normally good to us, guys, come on, what's it going to give me? Some gold, gems, Valkyrie, bomb tower, royal giant, guards again, don't use them, just keep getting them. Alright, magical chest, here we go, boys, let's go, boys and girls. Gold, here we go, goblins, skeletons, a pitiful amount of everything, bomber, inferno tower, archers, bomb tower again, it's loving the bomb tower, no legendary, but what do we get for our epic? Come on, give us something good. Oh my gosh. This game is absolutely rigged. Okay, anyway, let's jump into some replays, and while we watch the replays, guys, I'm going to go over my 5 tips on how to win in Clash Royale, and hopefully these tips actually help you guys out. Alright guys, while this replay plays in the background, I'm going to go over my 5 tips on how to win in Clash Royale. I haven't actually watched this replay, so I'm going to be watching it with you guys as we go. My first tip, guys, is figure out what cards your opponent can't deal with and what they can deal with. So, what I mean by that is, if your opponent is easily countering a Hog Rider, or they're easily countering a Giant, you need to know how to play your cards to actually get the best out of your cards. For instance, right now, if I knew that they had a Knight here and I dropped the Dark Prince in and then got countered by the Knight, I'd know I'd have to wait for him to play the Knight before I play my Dark Prince. It's a simple game like that. Yeah, you're playing out to what they are having trouble with and what you're actually doing really well with. For instance, with this guy's deck, I am not dealing well with Giants, and if I allowed him to keep putting down Giants over and over, he would effectively win the game. So I had to figure out a way to stop him from doing that. The Princess going to kill one health. I can't actually remember that happening. 1 health in that tower, it's not too good. So that's obviously going to go down. Actually, a little counter push here, actually take that. My next tip, guys, is actually baiting out cards. So it actually leads on to what I was saying there, is baiting out a card that you're having problems with. For instance, if they keep stopping your Hog Rider with a cannon, you know that you have to get rid of that cannon before you play the Hog Rider. It's very simple. You can't just keep dropping the same thing and it getting cannon and hoping a different outcome. It's kind of madness, you know, it's not going to work. So what I mean is putting another little small push in one lane to actually bait out the cannon, destroying the cannon that way, or letting it time out, and then dropping the Hog Rider and getting the best out of your Hog Rider and making him have to counter it in a different way, which allows you, so if he counters it them with barbs, you can then play what was the barbs were killing previously in another lane and then get a better push, and you can take the game into your control there. My next thing is learn their main push, guys. You have to learn what their main push is. Every deck is built around a Royal Giant, or it's built around a Hog Rider, or it's built around a specific card that they use that I like to call the tower taking push. Tower taking push is, okay, they need their Giant, and they need their Princess, and they need this, that, and the other to help them, or get them to take their tower. So for me, it's kind of like my mini P.E.K.K.A getting to the tower. That's a tower taking push. Learn what cards they need to take your tower, and counter around that. So if you need to spend a little bit more elixir to kill a Giant, like right now it's happening on the screen, I'm dropping a lot to counter one thing, which might end up being bad for me, but by doing that, he's got nothing else that can take the tower. It's getting rid of that Giant right there is what helped me actually push forward right now and make it so I don't lose. So spending a little bit more elixir where it needs to is good. So if they're relying on a Hog Rider a lot, sometimes it's better to freeze and drop a mini P.E.K.K.A, even though that's an elixir disadvantage for you, you're actually going to get the most out of it. So right now I've overcommitted to kill this Giant, but it's actually going to work out in my favor because I can't let that go through. That's his push, and he's got nothing left to actually take that tower immediately. That's the threat right here, is the Giant. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is actually card cycles, and card cycling is the biggest thing in Clash Royale. It is the biggest thing that will help you win games, and I can't stress that enough. You got this push going on here, you freeze here, which is unexpected, and actually whop that tower. You volleys desperately at the end there, but actually take the win. But card cycling, guys, is one of the biggest things in Clash Royale. Before I go into that, I'm just going to jump into another replay here. What one do I want to show you guys? Have I been winning or losing recently? Can I remember anything off the bat? Let's go into this Royal Giant replay right here. So what happens is with card cycles is knowing how to cycle your cards and knowing how to cycle and what the opponent is cycling to, which brings back to what I said before, is sometimes it might look like an opponent's just dropping something to kill it. You know, you see the spear goblins get dropped and they just walk over and do a little bit of chip damage on your tower and then they die. They might actually be going, okay, the Royal Giant's the next card in my hand and I need that. So what they're going to do is drop a couple of cards to get that card there. And cycling the correct way, and there's also cycling a correct way and cycling a wrong way. For instance, you could overcommit to a cycle. So I only cycle through to my standard push, which is going Mini P.E.K.K.A, Dark Prince, and then some goblins there is my main push. So I kind of want to have all those cards at once. So cycling through and knowing what they're cycling through to helps you a lot. And knowing what cards they have in their hand, keeping track of what they have. It might seem like a lot, guys, for a mobile game, but if you guys want to win and you want to excel, this is one of my biggest tips. It's the biggest tip other than the one I'm going to say after this, but I can't stress it enough. Learning the cards that they've got, learning the cards that you've got and what you need to get to win the game is what's going to make the difference. So if you can keep track of what cards they have, you'll be able to go back through all these tips, what I was saying here, figuring out what cards your opponent can't deal with and what they can deal with, baiting out cards. You bait out cards, you know, putting all that kind of thing into motion, and cycling is the biggest thing in Clash Royale. And my last tip, guys, which is the biggest one in the game, is don't play when you're on tilt. And what I mean by that, guys, is don't play when you're angry. If you play when you're angry, you'll go, oh, I don't care about this game, I don't care about my trophies, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. You'll lose all these games, and then in the morning or the next time you play, you go, why have I lost 400 trophies, why have I lost 300 trophies, and you'll be disappointed with the previous self. So I'll be like, damn it, previous Desi, why did you get angry at this? You should just stay calm or stop playing. If you go on tilt, guys, just stop playing. Just give it a break for 5 minutes, or best case scenario, if you just want to keep playing, you're bored, you got nothing else to do, play some friendly battles in your clan. Hit up the clan, be like, guys, I'm losing too much, I need a friendly battle. Hit us up and get back into a fun swing of the game. Because at the end of the day, you want to have fun when you play this game, guys. You don't want to be playing the game when you're angry. And I can't remember if I said it or not, guys, but baiting out your cards that your opponent has is another big tip here, guys. Is when you just throw down some little cards, figure out what they have. Figure out what they have in their deck and what their deck consists of. Put some spear goblins down. If they zap them, then you know that they have zap, which is all in hand. So I hope these tips today, guys, have really helped you out. Here we go, the game's ending here, guys. We're going to go into overtime. But yeah, I hope these tips have actually helped you guys out a lot today. Just to clarify, we're figuring out what cards your opponent can't deal with. And what they can deal with. You're baiting out your opponent's cards, figuring out what they have by teasing him, dropping a Dark Prince, and don't follow up with anything. And just seeing what he blocks it with, so then you know what cards he has. And then you'll learn what his main push is, because he'll push you with it, whether it be a Hog Rider and a Royal Giant, or a Royal Giant and freeze. You'll know that you need to get these cards out of the way. Royal Giant comes down here, and I freeze it, and the goblins at the end there actually take the tower. Sorry, guys, I just remembered about that replay. But yeah, and card cycles, guys, cycling your own cards, learning what your opponent's cycling to, and learning how to cycle effectively to the cards you need, and not wasting too much elixir while you're cycling, and then going on tilt. Don't be angry, guys. They're my top 5 tips. I hope it helped you out, and I hope you enjoyed the replays, guys. Keep commenting, liking, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, guys, and I really hope my videos are enjoyable for you guys, and I hope they're helping you guys out a lot, and I hope these tips have helped you out a lot. I'll see you guys out on the next episode of my Clash Royale. I'll see you guys later. Peace.